The season finale of GlassCar brings us back to the Sacred Hills Grand Prix, and we will crown a champion this week as we welcome you to the qualifying sessions for our final race of the season. Hello again, friends. Keanu Biedrzycki, glad to be here with you as we will determine our winner for the inaugural season of GlassCar. It will be a fun, exciting, and hopefully a satisfying end to this season. We'll begin it with our qualifying session as you have a look at the course here. And we will begin this week with quite a few drivers as you see the championship standings that are in it to win it. Rattlesnake is your points leader with a 4-point cushion over Canarium, Nitro, and Rainforest, who are all tied. Angel and Ivory are also within single digits. So the top 6 all within 9 points of the leader. Our qualifying will give us a good look as to who's got the speed for this final week of the year. It's going to be an incredibly important race and one that will determine a champion. As always, we'll start with Nitro. We'll once again pace the field just like almost, if not every single race, up through that self-propelling system, and here you can really start to gain some speed. Came across that first scoring loop at a 9.681. We'll see where that stacks up with other marbles later to go. The real key is finding that speed and then keeping it through the rest of the lap. The time to beat is a 25.411 for Nitro. Have a look there. It's a tunnel almost of coming out of that self-propelling system there. You got to be careful. Make sure you land just right. Black Shadow the next to go. Making quick work of the early portion of the course. Try to pick up speed. How smooth can you go? Look like a better run. Yep, 0.6 of a second to the good right now. In that first scoring loop for Black Shadow, can you keep the speed the rest of the way? They both go to the right side of that blocker in the middle, and it is a 22.642. 2.7 seconds faster than Nitro. That is a huge gap. And you wonder which one, whether it's Black Shadow was just incredibly fast or if Nitro was slow. Might get a little more of a chance to see what we're really looking at here with Pacifica, who runs 0.2 of a second faster, or slower, excuse me, than Black Shadow through that portion of the course. You get one scoring loop in the course. And now coming across the line, and Pacifica is going to beat out Black Shadow by a half a second, a 22.071. Really did a good job in that second portion of the course. And that does not look good for Nitro now, over 3 seconds behind the leader. So it's Pacifica, Black Shadow, and then Nitro, as Rainforest, one of our championship contenders, makes their qualifying session. Oh, did not look good there. Comes across 0.2 of a second ahead of the current pole sitter, but it looked like a little bit of back and forth there. Can Rainforest recover is the question. The answer is not going to be enough to at least make it close, and it's a 24.742, over 2.5 seconds slower than Pacifica, and in third out of 4, so that did end up costly, as Ivory, who is in that top 6, get their qualifying run going. All about the consistency there. That might be a little bit of a slowing down spot, as there was a little bit of a pinball effect there. Across the scoring loop, it was 0.4 of a second ahead, but this will not be a fast enough lap to come anywhere close to that. 24.972 will be 4th out of 5 for Ivory. You really got to be smooth the entire way. A couple of good runs from Pacifica and Black Shadow. As our 6th marble to qualify will be Rock Slide. Rock Slide has a lot of speed. Looked like a pretty good run right there. Right around the pole sitter's time at that first scoring loop. Keep the speed up. This will not be fast enough to take the lead, but it will be fast enough to slide into third, so it's going to beat out Rainforest, Ivory, and Nitro. Still nearly 2.5 seconds slower. Here's Canarium. Looks like a really good time from those two top marbles now. Everybody else coming closer to those 24-25 second times. The real issue has been this bottom portion of the course for everybody. Been marbles right around or ahead of the pole time at the first scoring loop, but it's not translated. This time will be over 25 seconds, and it will be 6 out of 7. A 25.312, 3.2 seconds slower than the current pole sitter. That's Pacifica, as Penguin will cross the start-finish line and begin their qualifying time. A lot at stake here as you jockey for starting position for the finale race. Nearly dead even right there at the first marker. 1/1000th of a second slower. That time is not going to translate through the back portion of the course, and it will be the slowest time belonging to Penguin. 25.572. That is slower than Nitro. And so falling into 8th place there is Penguin, as Angel will get a run. As I was saying, you're going to position yourself either in a good spot or a not so good spot for this final race of the season. We've seen on certain courses marbles be able to come from the back and toward the front and make moves and end up winning races. Particularly the oval race, as that's a 24.543 for Angel. But there are some races where that hasn't happened, especially coming from all the way in the back. Volcano can attest to that. A lot of time spent in the back of the pack for Volcano. He's hoping for a good run and a strong finish to the season. Certainly not in the championship contention conversation. Angel, by the way, ran the 4th fastest time currently on the leaderboard on the top left of your screen. This time is going to be slow. Over 25, nearly 26 seconds. It's the slowest time belonging to Volcano, who continues to struggle. It has not been a good season by any stretch, as Dragon's Tail is going to step up now. Only one more marble to go after that, and that, of course, will be our points leader. And you have to consider the championship favorite, Rattlesnake. Ooh, this might be a good run for Dragon's Tail. Got a good exit out of that fast portion of the course, but can you keep the speed? That is the question. Coming around this time, it's not going to be fast enough to take the lead, but it will be a 24.142, and it's the 3rd fastest time, only behind those two that ran the really fast times that were in the 22s. That was Pacifica and Black Shadow. They're 1 and 2. Here is Rattlesnake, and the points leader. It is Rattlesnake's championship to lose, and we'll see what the initial thought is from Rattlesnake here on this course. Better by a half a second at this point, but that has not been the problem for marbles. It's been the back portion of this course keeping speed, at least at the pace that Pacifica did. Looks like a pretty good run. It will be a good run. A 23.641 is 3rd fastest, and by a pretty good margin in between Rattlesnake and Dragon's Tail. However, Pacifica ran a lightning fast time, a 22.071, to capture the pole and set the stage for the final race of the year. We hope that you join us on October 1st, as we'll give you one more look at the championship standings. Rattlesnake will start from 3rd with a chance to wrap it up, but still, as we said, 6 marbles within single digits. And it'll be interesting to see, do we get our first repeat winner? 7 winners in 7 races? A win could very well, if you're one of those top 6, could very well not only make you the first ever repeat winner, but it could also win you a championship. So a lot to live up for, and a lot at stake for these races here in the final Grand Prix of the season. Rattlesnake will have the advantage of a 4-point lead, and how big will that potentially be? We will find out, as we will join you on Thursday, October the 1st, for the finale of the 2020 GlassCar season. But until then, I'm Keanu Biedrzycki, and we thank you for watching GlassCar on Marble Fubeca.